Alright, I have a bit of an unboxing. 2 boxes, 2 different pairs, one from of boots, one from Indonesia, one from Canada. So the first one, Onderhoud Handmade. Very excited. This will be my second pair, but my first pair that I ordered for myself. He does this via a lottery system or a first come first serve. I managed to get this one via first come first serve. So that is like, he posts on his story, hey, I have this leather, 3 pairs available, respond, deal, and then you get it. My first pair is secondhand in a Merriam, it's an Italian tannery, horsebutt TPR in black. So I know it's mostly just my face right now, but ooh, these are very nice. All right, these are very nice. So they come in these bags, and they're very heavy. They're cold. I just got them in from outside. They've been sitting since like noon from DHL. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh, shit. That's nice. This is called the SVC03 Brogue Capto. Velt shown construction, so it's a type of stitch down where the upper is flared out and then stitched through this midsole, but it's velt shown, meaning there's a welt too. So there's 2 layers of leather here. You can kind of see the division, but the top layer is the welt, so it's a piece of leather that's attached to the upper, and then it's stitched down out. Then that's attached to the midsole on a Dr. sole, corded raw cord outsole. And that's very nice. I chose unstructured, so the toe puff, it does not have anything underneath it. It's just pure leather, and this will collapse over time. This is quite nice. Got this in a wider width. It's on their vulture last, the more common last, and that's just the shape of boot. And then here's the other one. Waited like 5 months for these. The lead time was, man, these bags are kind of cheap. They ripped. The lead time for these was, and some laces, 4 to 7 months, and I got them in about 5. Paid $280 down, $280 upon completion. Here's the other one. It's a little bent, but here. That's quite a nice boot. It's a waxed flesh, meaning it's the rough out of a boot. So the leather is the top, the skin. You flip it. There's a bit of a rough side. That rough side is then heavily waxed to create this almost shiny look. But if you look kind of close, you'll see it's a little fuzzy. No, not fuzzy. It's a little imperfect. It's like a covering of paint. And that's just a ton of wax. That'll wear off in time with really hard wear. I have a pair of Chelsea's in the same leather. Indestructible. Alright. I'm going to have to try these on later. And then it came with some flat wax laces. Probably use these. Prefer that over the contrast ones. And now let's open the second one. This one's out of Canada. Ken Diamond is the maker. Small maker, single guy workshop. He is an order via DM. You just message him. You discuss what you want. he will then FaceTime you, and you can discuss everything that you plan. Well, these are very nice. Oh, wow. All right. This box is a little more complicated, but it's got a lot of goodies in here. Okay. Let's see. I was not expecting all of these goodies, actually. Some custom boot bags, some laces. Looks like a keychain, all made out of leather. Keychain, Ken Diamond. That's nice. Pretty hefty little ring. Some black leather laces. Not my favorite leather laces, but to each their own. This really nice boot bag. That's nice. Branded. Nice cotton or something. Canvas, I mean. Very sturdy looking. Definitely handmade. He is a leather worker. And time for the reveal. Ooh. Here they are. This is his Old Man Boot, or OMB model. In same tannery as the last one, Horween, out of Chicago. But this time, unlike a waxed flesh, which is a cowhide, this is a horsehide leather, but specifically horse front, meaning the chest, not the butt, which is the usual place where leather from horses, or not usual, but it's fairly desired. And this is it. It's a shorter boot, like 4.5, 5 inches tall, 5 inches tall maybe. Here's it compared to the Onderhoud. Much slightly taller boot by like an inch. Both this nice dark brown. Fairly similar color by my reckoning. I have a better light. There we go. This should help. Alright. Well, this one is unstructured as well, but it's a really big toe, so this will collapse slowly, but it is also unstructured. Leather counter, wood shank. It's on a Vibram 2060 black wedge sole, unusual for me. I don't normally do wedge soles. Yeah, I don't normally do wedge soles. I think, by and large, I prefer a heel, but this one's a wedge sole with a heel, so I think it kind of works. Very nice. You can see his branding on it, right there. There. My size, 9E. I'm a 9.5, so you go half down, and was started on January of this year. This is very nice. What he does is it's a stitch down, right? Flares the leather out onto this midsole, and then he hand stitches that, and also hand stitches around the side. That gets stitched through the midsole to what you see right here is a rubber slip sole, which is a piece of rubber EVA that is glued and then stitched onto this leather midsole so that this wedge sole can more easily glue onto the material, because rubber to leather doesn't glue well, but rubber to rubber glues really well, or foam to foam, and then the slip sole is stitched onto the leather, so it's pretty robust. This is and the size is also right there on the heel. And the lining of here, it's just like a collar lining right here. This is also a Horween Horsefront. I don't know the specific tannage. But yeah, this is a very interesting leather. It's a newer leather, so not as much experience with it. It's a very pretty leather. It's got a lot of nice spider webbing, striations, stress from the life of the horse. Single piece backstay. I think it's very nice. I think between the two, this is the most classic. This Onderhoud. And it's quite heavy, I have to say. Compared to my other Onderhoods I'm actually wearing right now. This is in the black Merriam horse butt. It's a plain toe version. It is significantly heavier. Like this is, that's me just dropping it from an inch. Meanwhile, the Ken Diamond one, very light. Might be the wood shank as well. The foam outsole, 1 inch, not as heavy. You can't really see that, but whatever. Yeah. Leather boot. I'm excited to try these on. This one is called the H&W. That's a fairly classic last. Not a custom one, not a proprietary one. Like the Vulture last is proprietary to Onderhoud. The H&W is like a very classic last. A lot of Pacific Northwest United States makers, Nicks, Whites, etc. They all should use or have access to the H&W. But he did a really good job on this. Like that stitch down is hand stitched and it's really clean. And it can be hard to flare the stitch down out without making the area right here really wrinkly. And I was kind of worried that there would be some wrinkles, but he did a really good job avoiding that. I'm quite impressed by this work. You know, he's a newer maker to me, and I'm just quite impressed. Very nice guy. Very, very easy to talk to. And this looks phenomenal. Huh? That was this kind of short review. I'm excited to try out this bag. This will be fun. A little tote bag. So, yeah. See ya.